Maybe this time it will get it right. Hello, and welcome back to Queen's Craft by Bridget. I'm Bridget. Thank you for joining me today. Whether you're new here or you've been around since my very beginning, I appreciate you coming by and spending some time with me. If you're looking for me anywhere else on the internet, you can find me on Instagram, same name, no spaces. You can find me on my Facebook group. You can also send me an email. Whatever way suits you best is more than fine with me. I want to first start off with an apology. I was remiss in thanking and talking about the other participants in Stash Down 2023 in my video yesterday. We have Miss Erin from Crafting Kitty. We have Julie from Treasures Made from Yarn. And we have Miss Robin from Roaming with Rover. Those are the ones that I know of for sure, and they are linked in the description box, and they will also be in the Stash Down 2023 playlist. If you haven't seen those videos, please do pop over to that playlist and check them out, or over to their channels directly. Give them a like, share, and subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff if you're not already familiar with them. Thank you very much. Today we are here just to show a few of the things that I've been making, although I cannot show you all of them because they have already gone out or they are in the store. I'll tell you about that in a moment. And show you some of the new fabrics that I got in for makes in the future. So we'll start with some of the bags. I cannot remember if I showed you these or not, but we have the puzzle piece bags, and these are my large sock bags, otherwise known on the YouTube streets as the Chinese takeout bags. But these are a lot of fun to work out of. They have a nice strap for your hand so you can work and walk at the same time, or just sit down and make sure that your product's going nowhere as you watch the kitties do whatever they're doing, or your fur babies, or whatever else you might be doing out there in the real world. I have made this video 7 billion times already today, so if I seem a little bit flustered, I am sorry for that. If I forget to say something, I probably think I did because, well, I did in a different take. We also have this beautiful print. This is, they appear to be granny squares, of course. But if you look a little closer, of course, the trained eye knows they are not true granny squares, but they are very, very cute. This is the last one that I have, and it is just the bag alone with no notions pouch. As soon as I posted these on Facebook, they were gone, other than this one here. I have two of these here. All I have to do is add the drawstrings to them yet. We got the wonderful stitch. I got these in thinking about Thriss. You know, she loves her stitchies, her stitchy poos, as she calls them. So I made a few of these up. And Miss Thriss has a set already. And then we have two of these as well. These are my tote style bags. And we have some Sailor Gentlemen. Now, these have the nice straps, but they also have 3 snaps for closure if you want to make sure that nothing spills out. Now we have these nice sailor dudes, and they're cool moths and snakes and whatnot, and all tatted up. Neither one of them is exactly like the other, of course. That's the other side of that one. And the all the other bags that I've made are either special orders and already on the way to their intended, or they are indeed in a local shop here in town. I walked in and had one of my bags hanging on my arm, got talking with the owner of the shop. She liked my bag and wanted to know where I got it. So, of course, I explained to her that I made it myself and that I make project bags for others to use and enjoy. And she's like, well, I would like to carry some of your bags in my shop. So I made a bunch up and sent them down to her. Fingers crossed they will do well. Next weekend is our Hound Festival. And speaking of that, not to change gears, but there is a local lady that I have not yet gotten to speak to, but I have ran into her significant other twice now at our local Walmart store. And I cannot remember what he said your name is. I believe it starts with a V, but I don't want to say and be wrong. So I'll just say, lady that lives around me, say hello. I would love to maybe go and get a coffee and do a little crafting, stuff like that. And maybe we could meet up at the festival this next weekend. Something like that would be really awesome. Okay, and that goes for anyone that's local. If you want to get a coffee or something and have a crafty afternoon, let me know, and we could probably do something like that. I don't have much of a social life, but I also was at my local Ollie's. Moving on, anyways. I'm sorry, I'm a little all out over the place today. Um, I was at the local Ollie's, and I bought the quilting machine. I was interested in trying to get rid of some of my scraps without throwing them away. So I picked up a quilting book. And there was one in here that I was extremely interested in because I had seen it done on little Facebook videos that you could scroll. And I don't know how I found it, but it was this one here. I really want to do this one. I think that would be really cool. So we're going to, give that a go one of these days. I don't know if it's going to be anytime very, very soon, but I do want to give that a try because my scraps are adding up faster than I care to think. And I would like to do something with them. It's beautiful material. I bought it because I loved it, and I would like to make sure that all of it gets used and loved. Okay, so let me show you some of the fabric that I got in. We got this one. I got this. You might have seen this once before over on Crochet in Agreement with Melissa over there. She's a wonderful lady. Her and I did a swap, and I picked this material out to make her a set of bags, and did that and sent them off to her, and she made me some beautiful yarn, which I turned into a beautiful dress. So we have this material again. Now I went and picked it up because somebody asked me to make a bag in the Christian theme, and she specifically requested crosses. I remembered how beautiful this fabric was and instantly said, you know what, that's going to be the one to go. And I went and picked it up, and that bag went out today. Let's see, also in that theme, I also got this material. I thought it was very, very nice. And I think that will make somebody a very nice bag that could very easily go to a church, something you could bring along to a church event and have your stuff and whatnot, and have a bag that's appropriate for the event. I'm tongue-tied today. And then let's see, we'll switch gears and go. I got this more for the shop, but of course, if somebody would want it, I would make them one as well. We got the South Carolina Gamecocks because, of course, Columbia is my next door neighbor, and that's the home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. And then, of course, their in-state rival, the Clemson Tigers. My hubby was quite upset that this came into the house, as he is a Gamecocks fan. So, and then we got some beautiful mushrooms. I seen this fabric and just had to get it. I was thinking Miss Cindy from Crochet A, the first time she contacted me for a bag and she wanted a mushroom bag, and I'm like, I thought to myself at the time, I didn't say it to Miss Cindy, of course, but I thought to myself at the time, mushrooms in a bag? Why? I like to eat mushrooms, but as an aesthetic, I had never thought of mushrooms as as an aesthetic before. And indeed, I got that fabric in. I made her bag for her. I posted the pictures, and people went crazy. I sold out of all the bags that I had with that existing material, bought more, sold out, bought more, sold out. So I guess mushrooms as an aesthetic is a good thing. People seem to like them. And when I seen these mushrooms, they just made me smile. So hopefully they will make someone else smile as well. As they do look like a lot of fun, don't they? All the different ones. And of course we have the Sailor Gents. I have more of that. And then we have, I had to. I walked into the store and I seen this fabric. And I was like, oh, isn't that awesome? It's absolutely beautiful and spooky, and I believe I will make some of these for the Spook Your Spring mail that Carrie Penny is having. You don't have to knit or crochet. She said any craft will do, so sewing will work. I'm going to have fun making those bags. And these ones here would also work for the Spook Your Spring mail. We have moons and bats. I think bats are amazing creatures. I've actually had one, only for a little while as we were helping it out, letting it get strong again, and then let it go once it was able. But isn't that awesome? Now, let me see. I don't believe in this take that I showed you. This. If I have, I'm sorry, forgive me. But I have been doing some spinning lately. I will have to get the rest of my fiber to spin up when I go to knitting on Tuesday, as last Tuesday, I believe I left it behind when we all got up to leave. So hopefully it's there, because I've torn my house apart and I can't find it. So when I get that, I will finish off my second bobbin, and I'm going to do 2 plies of this beautiful yarn and of this sequin fiber, or yarn, or thread, sequin thread, we'll call it. It's got the beautiful sequins in it, and I believe the pinks in this will bring the pinks in this out and make it just pop, pop, pop. That's going to be amazing, I believe. And I've hinted to Mama G, but I have, of course, can't show her until it's completed. But once this yarn is done, it will be available for auction at Mama G's charity auction for mental health and meows later on this month. So if you would like to get your hands on this beautiful Malabrigo fiber, and this was from Gouchette, plied together, then head over to Mama G's later on in the month and bid away. I think it's awesome the stuff that Mama G does. And I will also have a bag, a blanket bag in this print here, the Puzzle Piece print, available on Melissa's fundraiser. So you can head on over to hers. I will have her link down below as well. And you can check out exactly when those dates are. And you can get yourself a bag and help out in a wonderful event, help out a little girl's school, which means you're helping out a whole bunch of little girls and little boys to have a chance at a brighter, better tomorrow. So I say let's all do what we can, even if it's just going and watching and supporting and cheering on and watching the madness and fun and whatnot. If that's all you can do, then that's more than enough. Don't ever feel that you're not enough. We can only do what we can do, and we can only support the things that we can, that we have time for, or the funds for, or whatever the case may be. Don't ever feel bad that you can't support everything, because none of us can. All right, everybody. I think I have blabbered on long enough and gone in circles, gotten tongue-tied, all that fun stuff, showed you the craziness. Um, if you're still here, thank you for joining me today. And I hope you will be crafting away until the next time. Hopefully, I will be back soon with some dragon updates. I'm going to go get to work on him this next week and try to get out a few legs this month. That is the goal. So that will be my Stash Down 2023 for May. And it won't be a great big number probably, but at least I'll be working on the dragon and still stashing down at the same time. Every little bit counts after all. Until next time, I hope you're crafting your happiness. Bye for now.